Hi guys, this is Shiv from Vishnu Performance Systems. In this OpenFlash tablet video tutorial, we're going to show you how to transfer the tuning data, the mapping data, from someone else's ROM file into your own ROM file. Now you may ask, why can't we just load their ROM file into our DME? And the answer to that question is the OpenFlash tablet is based upon the principle of making all tuning changes based upon your original ROM file, the original file that's in your DME. Uploading someone else's ROM file, and by ROM file I mean the whole entire file, which includes mapping data and other unique data which is not relevant, which is not mapping related, loading that whole entire ROM file from another cart into your DME may cause issues. May not cause issues, but it may cause issues. History has shown that you can eliminate a lot of potential problems by just basing everything off of your original ROM file. Now, to do that, we're going to show you how. Here we have a stock ROM file opened up. It is let's say it's a file from your car, and you want to load in someone else's mapping data. In this case, let's be more specific. Let's say you have a JB4 piggyback, and you want to use one of BMS's back-end flashes. So here we have your stock ROM. It is an IJEOS. You can tell because we have the IJEOS XDF opened up, and everything looks good. So we want to load up a JB4 back-end file, back-end flash file as a comparison. So you go to compare, load compare files. And you've probably already would have downloaded them by now from the BMS website. Let's say we have want to use this file. This is for an IJOS E85MT. Now make sure obviously you pick the right software type. If you have an IJEOS, you want to make sure you pick an IJEOS file as a comparison file. Otherwise, it'll all be messy. So let's pick this one. Okay. So one thing you'll see now is you can do a couple things. First, let's go to something we know that the backend file changes. So a fuel map, your stock fuel map. If you want to go toggle over to the comparison file, you just do this. And now that's your comparison file. You can see they leaned it out a whole bunch up here, all throughout the high RPM, high load area. Similarly, you can go to ignition map. Your stock file, and click on compare. You can see it added a bunch of timing up there. Now you can tell what you're viewing on. Not only does it change the kind of color of the screen, it'll tell you up here, JB4 IGOS 85 mt.bin. And you'll see this is highlighted too, this button. Go back here, that's your original file. So now, one thing we can do is we can actually go here, select the whole map, Control-C copy, go here, and paste. Now that'll take a long time because you have probably 100 tables you have to change. The other option is letting Tuner Pro do it for you using their really nifty difference tool. So this is how that works. You go to Tools, Difference Tool. You'll see since we already have the comparison file loaded up as a compare file, you're already set. It says find differences between your stock ROM, which is what you have loaded up here, and this file, your comparison file. Now you want to limit changes to the defined items only, meaning you don't want to compare the entire ROM bit for bit, byte for byte between, it'll be a huge bunch of changes. Most of them aren't even going to be tuning related. So you want to limit the search to just the defined tables we've defined for you in our XDF file. That means all these files, all these parameters. So click on that, limit search, and you can leave this alone. This will just search the entire. This will just start off at this address and at this address, but again, it'll limit search only to the defined files, defined parameters, which is what you want. And go search. There. So here's all the changes, many of them, right? So cool little feature here is you can actually go to any one of these values, double click on it, it'll open up the table in which that value was included. So again, you can toggle back and forth. You can see the original file and the file you're comparing it to. Okay. So now let's move all the data from the right to the left. So what you want to do is you want to go to the top, click the first value, the first item address, go all the way to the bottom, hold shift, hit the last one. So you'll see now everything is selected. Now for some reason Control A for select all doesn't work in Tuner Pro, so you have to do it that way. So it's one small little compromise. So that's it. You have all the tables selected, and now you want to copy the data from the right to the left. Click on that, and that's it. You can see now when you go to your fuel table again, move that out of the way, your original file is now the same as the comparison file. And that's it. So we're done with this. We can close this and save this as your backend Flash file and load that in through your tablet into your DME. That is it. Hope you found this useful. Thank you.